synchronicities, guidance, healing, and abundance are available to us all the time. All we need to do is tune into this energy through our presence so we can get in the flow with love. Welcome to the Permission Slip podcast, where I, empowerment coach, mindset expert, and holistic nutritionist Carmen share with you the tools, conversations, and resources you need to write your own permission slip, take massive action, and become obsessed with your own life. Let's get started. Welcome back to the Permission Slip podcast. I'm so excited that you are here for part 2 of how to really trust yourself, to build that confidence, to stop second guessing yourself, to stop relying on the opinions of people that haven't even done what you want to do. So if you missed part 1, I highly encourage you to go back and to listen to it. So that would be episode 97, because in that episode, I share with you a daily ritual, a little practice to try out throughout the day so you can really start right away in noticing where you're not trusting yourself and then stepping into getting curious and trying out to trust yourself based on that first hit, that first instinct that you get. So make sure to go back and listen to it. So this episode is going to be similar. It is going to be short and sweet, and you are going to have a little takeaway of something that I want you to try over the next week. And I want to hear from you. So DM me, tag me in your Instagram stories so I can repost, so we can share this information, because realistically, all of us, every single woman that I meet when I'm speaking at events, hosting my own retreats, doing my group coaching or one-on-one coaching, we all have this issue that oftentimes we are not trusting in ourselves. And when we don't trust ourselves, it degrades our confidence. It also makes it harder to get and stay motivated by ourselves, because we're always seeking outside of ourselves for some sort of guidance or looking for something outside when it's all really inside here. So I'm excited to share this part 2 with you. To share a little story about me, for the past decade, I've been on a spiritual journey, strengthening my faith in love. And when I use the word love, I want you to apply how that ever means to you. So love to me is the same as God or spirit. You could also say universe, Buddha, whatever it is that relationship that is something that is higher than yourself. And for a long time, what I did is I didn't rely on this strength. I didn't rely on God or spirit, source energy from the universe to guide me at all. I just use my logical mind and work to figure everything out, which led me to feeling overwhelmed all the time, anxious. I was often looking for ways and in negative patterns of numbing with food or alcohol, or avoiding my feelings and not actually feeling the things that I needed to feel. And also my number one favorite, overworking. I would overwork to avoid, always thinking that I had to be doing something, but never, ever actually trusting myself. A Course in Miracles says the presence of fear is a sure sign that you are relying on your own strength. I think about that. If we're only relying on our own strength, we have every reason to be fearful, which means anxious, overwhelmed, judgmental, all of those things that we don't want in our life. And most of the time, that comes from our mind. A Course in Miracles also says projection is perception. Whatever you're projecting in your mind is what you are going to perceive in your life. And so this work is so important because if you keep going with those thoughts of not trusting yourself and degrading your confidence, you're going to be projecting that out into the world. So you're going to get more of the same. You're going to get more evidence that that's right to not trust yourself. But when we can step back and we can know that like joy is our birthright, we are meant to be happy. And what blocks our joy is our separation from love, is our separation from that higher power, that energy, that spirit that's within us and around us, guiding us and supporting us all the time. But guess what? We have to be open and available to it. We have to look for it. Because synchronicities, guidance, healing, and abundance, they're available to us all. And all we have to do is get into the energy through our own presence. And so we can get in the supportive flow with love. And if you're new to this, stick around. Come on, just let's try this out. Because in the presence of feeling good and trusting yourself, you become powerful. Your presence is powerful. And when you live in that energy of guidance and power, you become a magnet for miracles. I know in my life, when I'm aligned with this presence of love, and I know that I am being guided, and I know that I can't ever make the wrong choice, I know that I'm always supported, and there is a strength that is so much stronger than me that's guiding me. I'm in flow. Words come easily. I'm not overthinking. I'm genuinely confident. People, places, things, money, they're attracted to me naturally and with ease. So 2 things I want to share with you today. One is something when you notice you're knocked out of alignment, when you're back into that overthinking, judgmental, criticism, all of that. When you're in that energy, I want you to use this daily prayer to reset yourself in the moment. Thank you, Spirit. You could also say God or universe, whatever you're resonating with, for helping me to release this thought and see this differently. I forgive this thought and I choose love instead. So let's all go ahead and like close our eyes, put our hands on our heart, take a deep breath in and out. And right now, I want you to think of your last thought that was overwhelming, criticism based in fear, judgment, worry. And I just want you to say this to yourself with me. Thank you, Spirit, for helping me to release this thought and see this differently. I forgive this thought and I choose love instead. Now breathe it in and let it all go. Release it out. That right there is available to you anytime. Anytime. So that's one of the activities, one of the little rituals that I wanted to give you. But I want to give you a daily, and I want you to do this in the morning. And like I shared in the last episode, part 1 of this is we are most connected early in the morning, most connected to that loving energy, that guidance early in the morning. And we're fresh and we're open and available to receive it. Another quote from A Course in Miracles says, "We must not seek for the meaning of love, but instead seek to remove all barriers to love's presence." And this is one way that we can do that, is not setting ourselves up for the day to have blocks, to have barriers from this guidance. Because like I said, synchronicities, guidance, healing, and abundance are available to us all the time, which builds our knowing, our internal knowing, our self-trust, our reliance on something greater than ourselves, and ultimately our confidence, our joy, our happiness. So here's what I want you to do in the morning. In the morning, I want you to get out your journal and I want you to write this down. I want you to write, "Please reveal to me my daily steps to be present and in flow with love." So, please reveal to me my daily steps to be present and in flow with love. And then I want you to sit in a meditation, and I'll post a song that you can click on in the show notes. It's only about 3 minutes. And I just want you to start deep breathing, feel very relaxed. And don't worry if thoughts come in about your to-do list or what happens. Just see them like as a cloud and allow them to float away, or as a wave and allow it to break and wash away. And come back to this. Please reveal to me my daily steps to be present and in flow with love. And then at the end of the 3 minutes, what I want you to do is pick up your pen and your journal and just free write. No matter what comes up, don't correct your grammar, don't be in judgment, just be in curiosity of what comes up. And I think you'll be really surprised with some of the things that come up. The other day, I was told there's a few barriers and cracks in your foundation. Go back. Like we think that we've done the work and then we get to a certain level and it's like, oh, those things are coming up again. I need to look at those again. And so there were some things in my life that I had kind of been ignoring because I thought that I already worked through them. So there are so many opportunities just for guidance. Today, it was about being in flow and having fun and like recording this podcast. I think I have a smile on my face the whole entire time. This guidance is so powerful. And then the key here is to get the guidance, whatever it might be, and look for ways that you can utilize that guidance, that you can be obedient to what you're being told, and look for ways that brings more joy, synchronicities, healing, and abundance in your life. And then at the end of the day, write down what you witnessed and then do it all over again. So I'm so excited for you to try out this practice this week. And you know what? If you know someone that you think this episode, or even that part 1 episode, maybe both, would really help, I would love it and be so grateful if you could just get over to iTunes, copy the link from Apple, and send it over to a couple friends, family members, or someone that you think needs this and could be blessed with this information. So until next week, have a beautiful, blessed week. And I can't wait to talk to you next week for part 3 and our final wrap up of how to build confidence and trust yourself.